Hi everyone, this is Marco from bn-games.com, and we're here doing a review of a Legacy Morpher Dragon Coin. This particular one was actually made by a Ranger board member by the name of Marioman1234. I'll be honest, this is kind of the start of a lot of people beginning to create these coins, but in my book, officially at least, he was the first. He had showed interest a couple of months ago about doing these, and I had contacted him, letting him know that I had a large user base that was definitely interested due to the amount of people we had watching the Legacy Power Morpher review that I had posted on the channel. And I know that a lot of people in the comments had definitely been very vocal about wanting either this or a Tiger coin. And when I heard that he was doing it, I definitely jumped at the opportunity. I let him know that I was definitely very interested in getting one and doing a review. So here we are. I actually received this on Saturday, filming this on Tuesday. I haven't really had a chance to get around to it. A couple of things happened on the weekend, but I'm getting around to it now. And I basically spent the whole weekend really looking at it, really deciding how much I like it, and overall I gotta say I am really very impressed. Right now he's selling these for $20 shipped. I believe it's 22 to the UK. They are made of resin. You can see here a little bit closer detail once my camera focuses. Really nice detail on these. These are hand sculpted by him, and from what I understand, he took some sort of a mold of the official Legacy Morpher coin, which just to compare at least the sides to, is here. Widthwise, I mean, obviously it's not an exact casting off of it, but the dimensions are definitely right. In fact, the coloring, and I really don't know how my camera's going to pick this up, but what I'm seeing here looks pretty good, but believe me, in person, the coloring's almost dead on. I mean, this is slightly lighter, while this is like maybe a darker gold, but it is definitely very close. The weathering here is actually a really nice effect. Obviously, on camera, it might not look so great. That was always one of my complaints when I saw pictures of it, but believe me, in person, the way the light hits it, it looks a lot better. I've just noticed that the way the camera looks, or the pictures at least, it really, it kind of highlights bad parts, so it looks like it's very air dry brushed on, where in person, it looks a lot better. You can see here, the back part obviously here has a bit of a texture. You can see there the kind of shine, and it's got some sort of a gloss or overcoat on that. Here you don't have that texture so much, it's more of a flatter texture, but there is some kind of I guess you could call it texture. It's just not as defined as the one on the official coins. Now for the back, you have this. I actually like this a lot. Obviously, for legal reasons, you wouldn't want to put this on there, otherwise you'd have Saban's lawyers all over you. But I really do like this. The way it feels is really nice. That ridge in the middle gives you a really good contact point with the actual Morpher. The finish on it, it does feel like there is some sort of protective coating. I haven't exactly gotten a 100% yes out of him whether there is. I do know that there is a protective coating at least on the bottom right side, because of the way that he would prefer people to insert these into the Morphers so that they don't get damaged, because this obviously being resin, and inserting it into a harder, like, plastic that is the Morpher itself, you might actually end up damaging it, where these are die casts. You really don't have to worry about that too much, although I have seen people complain that they can't actually chip the paint off of here. So it's really nice that he thought about that. When it comes to comparing the two in weight, obviously this is a lot lighter, because the die cast is obviously metal. It's a lot heavier. But it's not super light. I mean, this is a really nice weight to it. Really good dimensions, really nice feeling in your hand. And obviously the best thing is visually it really fits in well with the other coins, which is I think what most people would want. Um, when comparing it to everything else, you really wouldn't be able to tell that it's officially not part of the set if you didn't know any better. Now, as far as the way he wants you to put this in, and this is officially coming from him, he wants you to set the top left corner in, and then click down. Having a bit of trouble here. My Morpher's always been a little weird. So top left, and then click down on the right. There we go. My Morpher's always been a little weird. This coin's also a little bit tight because I still haven't put it in enough times to kind of grind that down. So that bottom right actually catches a little bit. Again, that's something that'll settle out with me using it more often. Really not a complaint at all. But it looks, obviously, you can't even really spin it. But there we go. It definitely looks great in that. Let me try and fix it up there. There we go. So, yeah, that looks excellent. I mean, if you didn't know any better, that looks like it would almost be official. A really nice job with this. I'm really very happy. I can definitely recommend this to everyone. And I might as well go ahead and use this video to talk about a couple of other things. I won't be comparing this to the Starlight coin right now because I know somebody's gonna ask about it. And I know this is kind of a weird format for this video. I usually do these in a bunch of different step pattern, I guess you would say. But because I don't have the microphone I usually use, and I really do want to get this review up because I did promise him I'd do it as soon as I could, I'm just doing these a little bit. I'm basically doing this freestyle. So, you know, I'm doing this as it goes. This is usually, I plan these out a lot better, and I have everything set up in a certain pattern. So I'm kind of eyeballing it here. So what was I saying last? So obviously, gonna take this video to explain that there are now, since my last recording, which was the review of this, there are a lot of things that are in the works as far as projects go. So obviously, Marioman has the legacy the legacy dragon coin. There are a lot of other prop makers that are beginning to design coins. Most notably for me, and the one that I'm at least the most interested in, other than this one, is Click Clash, or Starlight Studios, as they're known on eBay. They're actually making poker chips, is what they're officially being called. For legal reasons, obviously, they don't want to get into legal struggles with Saban. It's happened before. I've actually been there and seen the whole thing when they wanted to shut down the whole studio because of issues with Saban basically threatening them and saying, hey, you know what, you need to take these things down because they're copyright infringement, which in all reality it is. But by getting around the name, they're hoping to at least be able to sell this without drawing too much attention. So they have said that they are planning to sell it at the time of this recording. If this changes, I will change the date down in the comments or in the description. As of this date, those will be going on sale from the weekend of April 5th to April 7th. Now, I want to make one thing very clear. This is only going to be a sale for one weekend. If you don't buy it, you're out of luck. There's going to be no crying and going, hey, Click, I didn't get one, can I buy one? No. As far as I understand, they're being very, 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 very dead set with this schedule, with the fact that it's only a one weekend sale. They basically said they have enough to meet the demand, so they're going to have a lot. They will be retailing for, I believe, I know it's 21 something, but let's round it up to $22 just to make it a lot easier. Shipped. International shipping, you'd have to contact them because I read a thread earlier where they were saying they no longer want to ship to Germany, for example, because too many hassles. So definitely do contact them if you are outside of the US. Even in Canada, I would do it just because I know that they've had some issues there, so I don't know what the official plans are. So that is the next thing I'm very interested in, and obviously it would be this, well, not this exact same sculpt, but the coin, the dragon coin, and the tiger coin for the Legacy Morpher in the style of Starlight Studios, which is obviously the gold-plated metal And speaking of, I will be going ahead and comparing these two now. Now, while I'm actually doing this, I do also want to mention that two other things that I wanted to talk about were, obviously, there are stickers to get these to either the Zyuranger Japanese Sentai. I believe there are also bold stickers. I think I saw those. And the last thing that I want to mention is there are a couple of members that are working on getting a really nice metal plate replacements for these. I don't know if they're replacements or if they're finding a way to take these and dye them or change the color on them. But one particular member, Mike909 on Ranger Board, I've been contacting him and told him that as soon as he has any word on it, or if I could get some sort of exclusive, that would be great, because then obviously I'd be able to post up the video, do a video review like this one, and basically show you guys. So that's really all I wanted to talk about that. So to finish this video off, I do want to compare it obviously to the Starlight coin. Now this is, I'll be honest, I posted this last time and I know I got corrected. I forget if it's a V1 or a V2. I know it's not a V3, but I think it's a V2 coin. I could be wrong about... No, my bad. This is a V1 coin. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, because I bought this specifically because I like the V1 a little bit more than the V2. There's something about the shape. Obviously, you can see that the coin on this one is a lot narrower, where this one is a lot wider, especially down at the base area. But obviously, it doesn't really matter. You still get the same general feeling for it. So, still really high quality coin. So to finish off this review, this coin is definitely worth your money. A very good investment. Even if you are probably going to get at the Starlight Studios coins, which I am, this is really nice. There's something about it. It fits the weathering very well. Really nice quality. Marioman's a great guy. Every single PM I sent him, he messaged me back within hours, which is really nice. You get a lot of Ranger Board members that can get caught up in other things, which, you know, I understand, but he always made a point to get back to me. He's also been very vocal in helping any people that have had issues out in the thread. If anyone's been real unhappy or has any issues, he's been very good at taking care of that, so he's a really great guy. Now, I will be posting up the link to his marketplace thread. Now, unfortunately, because he sells through Ranger Board, that does mean you have to have a Ranger Board account. Now, I'm going to get in contact with him and see if there's any other way that he wants to sell these, maybe through one of his own personal websites or some other way, and I will be posting that down in the description link if he does decide to do some other way. And if it comes down to the point, I might even make an addendum video and add that to this. But as of now, as far as I understand, the only place he is selling is on Ranger Board. So if you don't have an account, you definitely should make an account anyways. Ranger Board's a great community, no matter what certain people tell you. As long as you read the rules, as long as you're obviously not searching for things that are obviously already made into threads, they're really nice. I will admit, they're assholes to people that don't go through and read the rules with reason. And I've been an asshole to people like that too, because it gets annoying. But that's a whole other story. That's a whole other video where I can go on and rant about that. Well, everyone, this was my review of Marioman1234's Legacy Power Morpher Dragon Coin. If you have any questions, please let us know. Rate and subscribe. And we'll be back with more of these videos as they come up, especially now that a lot more products for these things are coming up. Let us know what you think.